Today on Hunting Tips with Brett, we're going to talk about ethical hunting, especially when it comes down to migratory birds, upland birds, and waterfowl. Some people say it's unethical to shoot, let's say, a pheasant, a goose, or a duck on the ground. They call it not fair chase. It's not fair to that animal. And before I get started, the people I'm not talking about is the people that simply just hunt birds, pheasants, ducks, geese, whatnot, and they don't go deer hunting or any other type of hunting. That's all they do, and they keep that code. Good on you. That's cool. I am not talking about you guys, but stay tuned and watch to hear what I say about this topic. Now, if you're a person who hunts upland and migratory, but also hunts deer, let's say elk, or even just goes out and catches frogs, and you say, well, it's not ethical to shoot a bird on the ground, but yet, when it comes to deer hunting, you're willing to put out a feeder so that deer can eat it. Is that ethical? Also, with frogs, are you going to want to have that frog hopping away from you when you're trying to catch it? No, you don't want that. The thing I'm trying to tell you is birds fly, deer run, and frogs hop. So if you're going to keep the ethics of hunting birds and shooting them only when they're in the air, you have to do the same thing across the board. If you don't, it makes you a hypocrite. Because if you want that fair chase, well, what do deer do? They run. You have to shoot that when it's running. Hey, you want to catch that frog? You have to catch it when it's hopping away. Plain and simple. You can even bring it right down to trapping. You can trap an animal, but you have to make a trap that it gives the animal a possibility of getting away, which defies the definition of a trap. So, while you do have bird hunters of all kinds of species of birds who live by that code and only hunt birds, you also have a bunch of other hunters who hunt various other things like deer and whatnot. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to keep that code for birds, but you're going to hunt different species of animals, you have to keep that same code or you're a hypocrite. I'm going to tell you what I would do if I saw a pheasant run through a stubble field probably about 15 yards away. I would start blasting. I am not going to wait for that thing to fly away from me, period. If I run across a cove of geese because it's too cold for them to fly, what am I going to do? Start blasting. God has given me this opportunity and I am not passing it up. God's not going to look at you and go, well, better check your ethics on this. No, if you're meant to get it, you're meant to get it. Take the shot. At the same time, ethics won't feed your family. And either you take your shot and you have a nice pheasant, or you have a nice meal of goose or ducks or even sandhill crane. Or you can order DoorDash from McDonald's and have a little wrapped up piece of garbage from Dirty Ron's. That's McDonald's. But the first thing you do need to check is your state laws. They might have something in there where you cannot do that. So that's the first thing you need to check. But in my opinion, if you are willing to entrap a deer with using a feeder, or sneak up on a frog and catch him before he hops away, there's nothing wrong with shooting a duck, a goose, a pheasant while it's not in flight. Because I know I will, and I have no problem with saying that. And if anybody who hunts deer and stuff tells me I'm unethical, you know what I'm gonna tell them? Shut up. And then I'm gonna tell them how they're a hypocrite. So, at the end of the day, the one thing you need to do is check your laws of what you can and cannot do, and stay legal with your tags and how much you can get. Just that's the number one, number two thing you always got to remember: stay legal. And number three, somebody gives you crap, you can tell them to shut up, because if they're gonna go ahead and just put out feeders for deer or whatnot, there's really no difference. Because is that really fair chase? No, it's not. It's not fair chase to put out feeders. So, if this helped you guys out, please give the channel a like and subscribe. Until next time, Have fun hunting, and God bless you.